The journey of learning English without fear. Hello everyone, welcome to this story. Today, I want to share with you a journey that feels very close to the heart of many students. It is not just about learning English, but about fighting with fear, hesitation, and the belief that I can't do it. This is the story of a student who once struggled to say even a single sentence in English, but step by step, day by day, learned to communicate with confidence. I want you to imagine this as your own story. Maybe you see yourself in every line, in every struggle, and in every small victory. When I was in school, English was just another subject for me. I never thought that one day it would become the key to my confidence and my future. At that time, whenever a teacher asked me to read in English, I felt nervous. My hands used to sweat, my voice used to shake, and my mind used to go blank. I knew some words, but when the time came to speak, nothing came out. The fear of making mistakes stopped me every time. After school, this fear followed me to college. I noticed that some students spoke English very fluently. They asked questions, they shared their opinions, and they looked confident. And there I was sitting quietly, wishing that I could also speak like them. I wanted to say something, but hesitation tied my tongue. One day, I remember, I was asked to introduce myself in English. I stood up, and for a moment, I forgot everything. I only managed to say, "My name is," and then silence. Everyone was looking at me, waiting for me to continue, but I just stood there frozen. That day, I felt so small, so powerless. I promised myself that I would never put myself in such an embarrassing situation again. But you know what? That promise was not the solution. Avoiding English was not helping me. Deep down, I knew that if I really wanted to grow, if I wanted to achieve something, if I wanted people to take me seriously, I had to face my fear. The turning point came when I realized that English is not about perfection, it's about communication. It's not about grammar first. It's about expressing your thoughts. This one thought changed my entire approach. I started small. Every morning, I decided to speak one sentence in English with myself. Just one sentence, nothing more. Sometimes I said, "Today is a beautiful day." Sometimes I said, "I am learning." And slowly those one-sentence practices grew into 2 sentences, then 3, and then small conversations with myself. I also made a notebook that became my English diary. Every night, before sleeping, I wrote at least 5 lines in English about my day. For example, today I woke up early, I went to college, I studied hard, I met my friends, I am feeling happy. It looked simple, but it built my confidence step by step. Then came the listening habit. I started listening to English every day, not for 1 or 2 hours, but for just 10 minutes daily. At first, I didn't understand everything. Sometimes I only understood 2 words out of 10, but I didn't stop. I listened again and again. Slowly, my ears got used to the sound of English. I also changed one more habit. Earlier, I used to think, what if I make a mistake? Now I thought, what if I learn something new today? Instead of running from mistakes, I started to welcome them, because each mistake taught me something. Once, I went to a shop and tried to ask in English, "Can you please give me this item?" I said it with broken grammar. The shopkeeper smiled, but I smiled back and said again. That day, I realized that people don't laugh when you try, they actually respect you for your effort. As time passed, I started practicing with friends who also wanted to learn. We made a rule. Whenever we meet, we will try to speak only in English. Sometimes we failed, sometimes we mixed Hindi and English, but at least we tried. And that trying became practice, and that practice became confidence. Slowly, I started noticing changes in myself. Earlier, I used to avoid speaking opportunities. Now, I started raising my hand to give answers. Earlier, I used to stay quiet in discussions. Now, I started sharing my views, even if they were simple. Earlier, I used to fear interviews. Now, I started preparing for them with a smile. The biggest change came when I stopped comparing myself with others. I understood that everyone has their own journey. Some people speak fluently because they practiced earlier. Some people learn faster. But that doesn't mean I cannot learn. I just need to give myself time and patience. And let me tell you something, patience is powerful. When you keep practicing every day, even if it's only 10 minutes, the results will surprise you. Day by day, I built my English like a house. First, the foundation with simple words. Then the walls with small sentences. Then the roof with confidence. And today, I can stand in front of people and speak without fear. Now, if you ask me, what is the secret? I will say, the secret is consistency. The secret is not giving up. Because learning English is not a one-day job. It's a journey. And in this journey, every small step matters. I want every student listening to this story to remember one thing. You already have the strength inside you. Don't wait for perfect grammar. Don't wait for the right time. Start today. Speak today. Make mistakes today. Because tomorrow, those mistakes will become your strength. And whenever you feel low, remember my story. Remember that once, I couldn't even say a full sentence. But today, I can speak freely. If I can do it, you can too. So keep going, keep practicing, and never stop believing in yourself. English is not a subject, it's a skill. And like every skill, it grows when you use it. Thank you so much for listening to this journey. I hope this story gave you the courage to take your first step. And if you want more such stories, more motivation, and more guidance, then please subscribe to my channel. Your support will encourage me to bring more helpful content for you. Together, let's learn English without fear. Thank you for watching this video. I will see next video.